Hey guys, welcome to Pond Bank Farms. If you're new here, we are a dairy farm slash cash crop farm slash we do custom farming. I farm with my dad and my brother. So stay tuned, we got an interesting video for you today. Time to combine some wheat. We are in the last farm of spring wheat. We got some hard red spring wheat here we're gonna combine. We're not gonna get it finished today, but today and tomorrow should knock it out. Okay, we are at it. Definitely a little bit drier than yesterday. Okay, I got 3 wagons full here. Now by the time I take it to the elevator and get back, it'd be too tough to keep combining. So I'm gonna combine yet and fill the tank up on here, and then I can have that at least combined in the morning, and then after that I'm gonna take in those 3 loads into the elevator, and we're gonna finish up this farm tomorrow. So Dad was baling in the field, that the other spring wheat field we had, and I don't know if you remember or not, it had a lot of wild oats in it. It was 22 acres, and we didn't get much wheat at all. It was very disappointing, but the straw, because of the oats I guess, yielded absolutely fabulous. We got a whopping 100 and, oh, but now I forget, I think he said, did he say 3 short? It was right around the 200 bale mark. I forget if it was like 5 short or something, but it comes out to like 8 bales to the acre. Absolutely crazy. So I guess we'll make up what we didn't, the money we lost in the wheat will half make up in straw. Okay, we got this small field, the outside rounds done here. I'm gonna haul in the wagons now to the elevator. It's around almost 7 o'clock, so I want to get there and get back in good time before it gets dark, since I don't have any lights with me. Got some in there, not full quite, but that'll be good. Well, it looks like we should get a little bit of straw here. I think Dad's probably bale that tomorrow. Right now he's doing a custom job, and before that he did get that 22 acres of spring wheat that I'd combined before this. That's all baled, so this will be the last of our stuff that gotta get baled. I think we're gonna get around 800 bales this year, which is way more than we need, but I got 3 wagons behind me. It's a heavy load. Probably about 30 ton. I'm gonna guess 27, but we'll see. We're just gonna hit the scale on the way out here, and we're on our way home. We're done for the night. Okay, I parked the wagons out in the pasture there. We're gonna quit for the night. I gotta eat supper yet. I am hungry for some reason, and my wife has talked about something about steak, so we'll see if she's lived up to her promise or not. I actually think I might have to barbecue it or something, but anyways, we'll see you guys in the morning. Okay, so another morning here. Excuse the messy shop. I will get to cleaning it eventually. So Dad baled the field out behind the shed here last night, and I'm not gonna get to wrapping that this morning. It should be wrapped this morning, but I'm unloading this straw so Mark can get another load, and then we'll see if I'll have time to get to wrapping before I finish combining that field. And then when I'm done combining, it's gonna be full wrap mode, and not the wrapping. Anyway, so let's get this straw unloaded, I guess. Hey, when I was unloading wagons here, I just noticed a bulge in the one tire. So I'm throwing a new tire on here because you don't want a tire to blow going down the road or something. And we had a spare here, so we always keep a spare for that reason, I guess. A lot of pressure with all you guys watching. Just gonna throw some extra rolls of net wrap on the baler for Dad before he goes out and before I forget. Okay, I'm heading back to the dairy farm, taking the skid steer back for Jake. And I'm gonna grab the diesel and get the wrapper out in the field and get it set up. Mark is gone right now. I'm getting some straw, so I'm gonna wait till he gets back to go out and finish combine because I need that tractor for the gravity wagons. So I'm gonna get the wrapper set up, get that ready to go, maybe start wrapping. It's getting fairly dusty. We have not had rain for quite a while. We could definitely use a good downpour. And they're calling for rain the end of this week. Okay, we're just gonna gas the wrapper up before we take it out in the field. Now this requires gas, not diesel. Important to remember that little piece of information. There we go. Okay. We'll just leave her set up here, and I'm guessing we'll probably wait until we're done combining to start wrapping then. So we planted two varieties here. One was the forget the brand right now, but one was Kingfisher and the one was the D-Del. Looks pretty good, huh? Pretty impressed. Oh, this might be the end. Okay, so actually, I bet you this was the Kingfisher and this was the D-Del. What's the difference? Cob size? They're pretty much the same cob size. It's interesting though, the D-Del cobs are a lot lower on the stalk. That's interesting. But I'd say the cob size right now, let's rip one open here and see. Okay, that's it, that, and then we'll do one here. We gotta wait and see how they look when they're bigger. But it's interesting. So we're harvesting this, we're putting it in for chopping and putting it in for corn silage. And one thing that makes it pretty easy to tell in a hurry is how fast you drive the chopper. You can tell if corn's better by how fast. If you have to slow down a fair bit, you know your corn's better. But we'll obviously have to look at cob size too. But it's interesting, the different varieties, you can definitely see the difference. But I don't really, it's hard to give an edge to one or the other right now. But, you know, we'll have a good idea when we harvest it. And then we'll be able to tell the cob size better because it's actually finished. Whew. Oh, this reminds me of as a kid running through the corn and getting cuts. Dad's baling over there. He says he's going 21 kilometers an hour. He's moving. These bales are looking pretty good that Dad baled last night. Smelling really nice too. Okay, so I changed my mind a little bit. I actually got the diesel again, and I'm gonna take the empty wagons over with the diesel, finish up combining, and then I'm not waiting on Mark to get back with the tractor, and everyone keep going. But first, somebody parked in my way, so I gotta back up a bit so I can get out. No biggie. I guess Dad's finished up the baleage now. He's ready to go start baling some straw. Well, Well, we're on our way, Clyde. It's a warm one today. Whew. But it's good for the corn. Once again, it's combine time. Hopefully, barring nothing goes wrong, we will finish up the wheat today. And it looks like Mommy came to pick you up. And she also brought Daddy some coffee. Last strip of wheat for 2024. Let's go. I thought we might be having a lot of trouble considering the wet weather we had been having, but it dried up enough for harvest that made a pretty nice harvest, actually. So Dad'll be here to bale this straw tomorrow, and the rest is history. So I'm going to take a sample of wheat because we're hoping to use this back wagon for wheat seed next spring. And I want to make sure it's dry enough before we do that. Okay, we're going to leave the combine here. We're going to take the diesel home, leave the wagons here as well. Guess we better put the tarps over top. Don't need the seed getting wet. And I gotta go home and wrap, like the white wrapper I am. I know, I've made enough jokes about wrapping. Okay, let's get these wagons covered. Okay, excuse our messy office here. So we got one of these fancy schmancy moisture detectors here at the office. And we bought it, I don't know, 8 years ago when we bought our batch dryer. And it's good. It's the most accurate one you can get, I think. But it would be nice to also have a portable one that I could have out in the combine, since my combine doesn't have a moisture tester, or we don't have a monitor with it. But we're going to test some wheat here, and we're going to run you through how it works. So we need 250 grams. So the reason I'm checking it is because we want to use it for seed. Obviously, we'll get the seed taken away to get it clean before we use it next spring, but I gotta test some moisture because we can't have it too wet. That would be no good. Now we dump it into here. Then measure, calibrating, dump grain. Dumps in there. What? 16%. Huh. It should be at least 14% if we're going to keep it. I'm going to do a sample again and double check. Okay, I did 2 more tests. One showed 15%, one showed 15.4. So we'll figure it's probably around 15.5. Have to make some calls. I think that's too wet. We do have a batch dryer. We could bring it down a few degrees. I guess I'll call Dad now, see what we decide, but we don't have to decide right at this moment. Hello, kitties. Okay, I gotta unload these loads of straw now. And since our bank barns are both full upstairs, we're gonna start filling up the coverall. Okay, so up here we just have like a dirt floor, so it gets kind of dusty. Anyway, got the wagon empty, got the load back here, and as you can see, we use skids on the bottom of our straw since it's a dirt floor or gravel floor, and it keeps it from anyone that's stacked bales will know it'll get like a crust of like crud dirt on the bottom. So we like to avoid that and keep them all nice. It's a little extra work, but until we cement it, that's what we'll do. So we got the back 45 bale to load, so that almost did 2 rows. So got a ways to go yet. It is time to pick up some baleage bales and start wrapping. We're in the field behind my place right now, so pretty close to home. These bales are absolute bricks. It's quite the baler. Now you might ask me, how much are they paying you to say that? That's a problem. Nothing. Not a penny. I know. It's sad, really. So it's kind of crazy. Where Dad's baling today, thought he'd easily get finished today, but he's not. Not like it's going slow or bad, but there's so much more straw there than they figured. The guy that he's baling for was worried he wouldn't get 100 bales off the field, and looks like they're going to be closer to 400 bales. Yeah, he's definitely busy. He's not sure if he's going to finish tonight. I hope he can at least get close to finish, because we got, I guess not that much, but we got like 15 acres of hay to bale tomorrow, and 25 acres of straw for ourselves. So it's not crazy. I think we'll be fine if we can get close to finish here. It should be good, as long as nothing goes wrong with the baler. But had nothing but success today, so that's good. So since I believe it's good to give honest reviews, there is one flaw with the New Holland, and I do not understand why in the world they would make a baler like this. And we did not know this when we bought the baler. Would have it affected our decision? We might have thought a little bit more about it. We probably would have still ended up buying it, but they are supposed to be 4 feet wide. Well, if you measure the inside of the baler from one wall to the other wall, we are 1.5 inches short of 4 feet. I don't know why. It's not like most balers are like this. Our McHale before, like, the bales are visibly a little bit narrower. Why would you make a baler and make it 1.5 inches narrower? I don't understand it at all. Why, when you're going to the work of making a baler, you would do that. But that's the truth of it, and we still like the baler, and it's still a great baler, but there's a lot of feet in that extra 1.5 inches, right? So it is what it is, but gotta mention it. In other news, we secured another 40 acres of farmland we'll be renting next year. So that's good. However, one of the farms we were renting from, 21 acres I think, that farm is going up for sale. So depending who buys it, no, it's not guaranteed that we will get it next year. So the ups and the downs of farming, right? Oh, looks like Mom's mowing the ditch over there. I gotta take Dad another roll of net wrap. We did have 3 on there when he started, but he thinks he's gonna run out. I guess the way we bale nowadays, they should have probably like enough for four or 5 extra rounds of net wrap, which sounds crazy, but a full day of straw, you can go through a lot. Well, here's the field. Dad's down there somewhere. Gotta find the entrance. He's around the corner here. Here we go. He's a hard guy to catch up to. We'll have to wait for the next bale. Shouldn't take long. Alrighty. Want me to do it?
Yeah, you do it.
They should make balers with more places to put net wrap.
Yeah, they should.
Especially the way we bale nowadays.
Oh, it's putting a bit more oil on there now, I see, but...
Good. Well, I think he's gonna get done tonight. So that's good. Oh, his PDO shut off. If it over revs, the PDO shuts off. Anyway, I think we'll get done here tonight, or he'll get done. I gotta go wrap as many bales as I can. So right now we're wrapping in the same field that we're getting bales off. So I'm getting some of the closer bales right now and just taking them straight to the wrapper. So I've seen questions, wouldn't it be a question about someone asking if it wouldn't be easier to harvest and put it in an ag bag than making all this baleage. Maybe. I'm not gonna argue and say it's not, hasn't crossed my mind. The biggest part for me is I feel like it wastes a lot of field, or a little bit of field anyway. It's what we've done for the last 10 years, so I guess there's a comfort element with it. I have talked to Dad already about if we should try doing an ag bag with the harvester. We haven't yet. Would I say never? No, I'm very open to it. But this is how we've done it for so long that it's just kind of, Dad can bale it, I can wrap it, and we're done. But I'm not completely closed to the idea. As far as price, ag bags aren't cheap either, and then you gotta rent the ag bagger, and we do have our own wrappers, so I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. If we would go the ag bag route, I'm very tempted, or I would like kind of to get an ag bag of our own and maybe rent it out and stuff, but especially since we do a lot of custom jobs, we could rent it out to our customers too. The only problem with that is we hardly have enough guys to run it and do that. So we'll see, but this is what we're doing this year anyway. Just turn the lights on. We got all the bales on the wagon now, and we're just gonna wrap this load yet tonight, and we'll worry about the other fields in the morning. That's it, that's all for the night. We're just gonna park up by the house and call her a night. Okay, we're just gonna park here for the night. Now I know you've probably heard it from almost every YouTube video you watch. Every YouTuber at the end of their video will say subscribe. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Well, why should I subscribe? And that's a good question. Let me explain to you a little bit of the theory of why YouTube made that subscribe button. So I can't tell you how many times I've watched a video on YouTube and really been intrigued by their video, very much enjoyed it. And the next time I'm on YouTube, I'm scrolling through the feed and I'm looking for that, and nothing pops up. I don't remember the name. I don't remember anything. Well, the reason I'm not seeing anything is because I didn't subscribe. And if I would have subscribed, it would now be showing up. So the theory is if you subscribe, it'll pop up for you next time, basically. But my main goal is that you enjoy the videos, so I hope you enjoyed it. If you made it this far, you probably did. Go ahead and share this video to your friends if that's something that you could do. That would be awesome if you have friends that you think enjoy farming videos. Also, you can hit the thumbs up, and that'll be the end of this video, guys. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye for now.